wait until the ad finishes and then I'll show you. Dude, I've got like 150 tabs on my phone open. Okay. I have 2. And like 50 on my actual PC. Alright, so I have a bunch of tabs open on my phone. And one of them is, oh no, I agree and consent. I agree, I have read, I consent. Alright, there we go. I gotta ask, have you seen the dub for Ghost Story? I haven't, but I have it up on Baldur's Gate. Is it gonna say, yeah. Baldur's Gate, because I like to read stories about Gale and Astarion. Sometimes they're together. I love some good blood weave. So, wait, Ghost Stories? Is that an anime? Yes! We talking BG3 fanfic? Hell yes! Hell yes, we are. Sometimes you gotta talk to Astarion about honey and then get Halsin involved. I've also read stories about Halsin. Yeah. But yeah, Sorry. You guys got me off track. I know my AI story. Dream Team, Halsin, Gale, Stark. Yes! It's an anime? I feel like husband sent me a TikTok about that. Where it's just fucking wild. They just say some off the wall shit. I haven't watched it, but I think I've seen TikToks of it. They let the actors have total reign, and it's like South Park, but anime. I'm gonna have to check that out. So it's on Crunchyroll. I have Crunchyroll. I don't have enough places for all those men, but yes! Yes! Find me more man love and actual books, and I'm down to read. Same. I don't have them in. All my books are in the garage because I'm a lazy piece of shit. And I decided to put up stuffed animals instead of my books. I might have some suggestions for you. Oh, manga. Yes. Sorry. It has to be the dub though, because subbed is not like that. Okay, got it. Prison School. I'm putting stuff in my notes, y'all. Dub. Bacon Lord Boy! Bacon Lord Boy! You came at the perfect time! We're talking about smut and Baldur's Gate! Oh my gosh. I feel like you felt it in your bones. You felt it in your bones that we were talking about smut and Baldur's Gate, and that's why you came here. But also because you're amazing. I'm in the middle of Heaven's official blessing. It's so effing pretty. Ooh. But thank you so much for the raid, Bacon Lord Boy! I may have already been reading that in chat. We some dirty birdies over here. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We don't kink shame. I have a reading problem. This has been my slowest reading year in a long time, and I've told her 211 so far! Hot damn! Hot damn, I game too much to read that much. But again, Bacon Lord Boy, thank you so much for the raid and sharing your community with me. I really appreciate it. How was Baldur's Gate? I know you were doing an origin story. Hell yes. Hell yeah. When I got Nikki into I got Nikki into a court at Thorns and Roses, and her and her community literally started a book club. But yeah, if you guys want to talk books in the Discord, I will 100% make a channel in there. Look, all I know is that they did a study of who followed Lae'zel's romance line, and I was one of 28 people last year. Husband went hard with Lae'zel. Lae'zel really grew on me. I feel like she's one of the characters who had the greatest character growth. I'm terrible at Discord, but if anyone has Goodreads, they can add me. Hell yes. I haven't used Goodreads in a really long time. She is the best story arc. Yes. She does have an interesting story. She just grows so much because she's so abrasive at first, and then you just learn about her, and then you're just like, oh, BB. BB! Yay! Okay. Shadowheart is a close second. Yes! That's why I like that I watched Husband do his playthrough, because when him, myself, and Nikki were playing, he romanced Lae'zel, so I got to see that romance. And then in his personal game, he romanced Shadowheart, so that was interesting. I think I deactivated my Goodreads. Oh! There's a new thing like Goodreads that you can join that's made by a small company but doesn't support Amazon. Let me find it. Yes! I use it to keep track of my books. Yes. Yeah, Goodreads is pretty much just my online library. Boom. There you go. All right, I will definitely make, let me also put this in my notes. Also, Bacon Lord Boy, if you need to do some after stream care, please do. Take care of yourself. Anybody coming in who's new, hello, I'm Mulala. I'm a horror variety streamer, and what that means is I do play mostly horror games, but I dabble in other genres too. And I have finally decided to restart the casting of Frank Stone tonight after my game got deleted back in September. Or my save got deleted. But yeah, I'm juggling a Shadowheart, a Karlach, and a custom Drow character playthrough. Yes! Watching Nikki romance Karlach was so adorable. The storygraph.com, it has like a Wattpad level recommended software. Talk about smut! Yes. Let's talk about smut, baby. Alright, Jenny, you know what I'm gonna ask you. Also, too long didn't read. I had impacted wax in my ears. Oh no, for 2 years and just got it cleaned out. I never knew how daft I was. Oh my gosh. That's freaking wild. Oh, well, I'm glad that you got it all cleaned out. It's like you have superpowers now. Book Discord channel. Done. Okay. Boom. All right. I'll get back to the game. There's somebody I know who's like, bitch, will you please just play the damn game? I heard my roommate's phone vibrate from downstairs. Oh. I would like the mouse to not show. There we go.
I just wanted to make sure you're taking me seriously.
It's weird. Oh. I'm here for it all. Yes! Oh my gosh, we all just became like the bestest of friends. What if it wasn't their phone? Bzz, bzz. Okay. Do we want to be provocative or defiant? I'm gonna say provocative. I have really noisy neighbors now. I hear so much more than I want to, including their phone earlier. It was weird. Oh.
I get it.
Then it's our neighbors.
They told me about Frank Stone. Gotta be a lot of demons in a place like that.
You spend enough time in my line of work, you realize every place has got its demons. You ready? Take care.
I watched a TikTok today of a chick who, I think she was in Japan, and she got one of those capsule rooms you can get on train rides when it's a long train ride.
Let's make a movie.
And she was on the bottom capsule, so there was someone above her. And she said they were straight just blowing ass like nobody cared. I would, oh, I'd lose it.
Over the centuries.
So is the guy that saved the
Dr.
baby? Yes, the guy who saved the baby is dad. He is now the sheriff.
Trusted. Frank Stone confided in me. Allowed me to unlock his potential during those dark days.
All right, Bacon Lore Boy, I appreciate you so darn much. Thank you again for the raid. I hope you sleep well.
In the psychiatric ward. And now, a new guise.
I thought she looked like her.
A new chance.
How old is
Giving
Augustine?
The camera, I admit, was unfair, even for me. They couldn't know what power they held in their hands.
Also, a throwback to years ago, I still have an open challenge with Ginny for... Yes, you do!
But what true creator wouldn't suffer for their art?
I just linked the Discord. Why? Why, chatbot? Yeah, this, from what I did play, it bounces back and forth between, the 1980s and 2024. But it doesn't do it in a way that's confusing like some movies and other games do.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Guess I just dozed off a bit. Wait, what happened to Augustine again?
She left.
Left?
She said she had to do something very urgently in her private reliquary.
Hey, now that we're all awake again, can we forget about Augustine for a minute and talk about the 1,000-foot-long elephant in the room?
1,000... oh.
1,000 feet is the average length of film in a movie?
Fuck you, Stan!
Guess we were all playing it close to the vest before. Huh.
It's not my film. I just worked on it. Didn't direct it. It's not even on my official filmography.
I meant how we were all holding back about our film strips.
Oh, right.
Whether you take credit for it or not, it's definitely the most infamous project that's associated with you. Cursed film collectors have been unsuccessfully searching for any trace of it for years.
He's super sus. Bacon Lore
Now
Boy.
we're all here.
I don't like
Each
Stan.
with our own little slice of a mysterious pie. It's a pretty big deal.
He's got bad vibes.
So, all of our film strips, they're part of this movie you and your friends made, Linda?
If they're not fakes, yeah.
Mine's not fake.
And all that stuff you said about it being cursed?
Murderous rages, CIA interrogation, total disassociation with reality.
Oh, come on. We all need a little
Because it's so
disassociation from
Only
time to
a few people
time.
know for sure. So they say. If Augustine wants the only known surviving pieces of it, she's gonna have to pay up.
Why do you think she wants it so bad? I mean, it's not really cursed, right?
I prefer not to dwell on the past. We're here, someone's offering to buy our sections of the film. That is all I'm concerned with right now.
Providence goes a long way towards a successful sale.
So do motives. I don't know about you, but I would very much like to know why Augustine is so desperate to get her hands on this film.
Well, first rule of business is to gather every bit of intel you can on your opponent. And I don't know about you two ladies, but I have been itching to get a little look-see around this big old house of curiosities.
Are we allowed to look around?
What do you
You
say,
would
Director?
think he would be the
Wanna
type
keep
of
sitting around,
person
or want to peek behind the curtain?
who would investigate her before coming into her home. But maybe not.
What are you waiting for?
Stan in his salmon pants.
Now this is a real bold statement kind of room, you know what I mean? New Augustine got cash, but not like this kind of cash.
Sounds like you didn't scout your mark as well as you thought.
In business, we don't call them marks.
Hustling is a racket, not a business.
I wouldn't underestimate my scouting skills, if I were you. A lot rattling around up here that could be mutually beneficial.
You really think highly of yourself, Stan. I'm suspicious.
Why don't you tell me how you know so much about Murder Mill?
I'm a big fan. It's your first credit.
Cut the shit, man.
Okay. You want to know the truth? When I first heard about it, I didn't believe it was real. But the more I looked into it, the more breadcrumbs I found.
I think he needs to be
The
Stan.
further I followed the trail, the more fascinated I became. Not just in the film, in the legend. Whether you meant to or not, you created a monster with this movie. Even if it isn't really cursed, the fact that everyone believes it is makes it real.
Believing in something doesn't make it real.
Well, that's why I had to find out for myself. Took me a
So
couple
Stan
years.
needs to learn the pencil
but
rule for eyebrows.
when the opportunity came for me to actually acquire a genuine piece of it, I jumped at the chance.
And just how did you acquire it, exactly?
Hey, just catching up. So, what have you guys found?
Not much,
Yeah.
but the night's young.
Not as young as you think. Let's keep looking around.
Explore the atrium.
Can't deny this place would make an incredible film
Yeah.
location.
Oh, Bacon Lore Boy.
Love your outfit, by the way.
I'm very into eyebrows.
It's Italian. Well, the shoes are Italian.
I'm usually good with the
And the
man
belt.
bun, but that one is
I got
screaming.
cheap.
Yes, I think his
He's got a
character would
guy
be
who's a
less
pants guy, so I got these
douchey
pants from his guy's guy, had him
if he
tailored
had a
just
different
right by the other
hairstyle.
guy I know who also
I
got me
gotta go to
blazer, which is
bed,
like a
Moo. Been up
super
early today and my
limited
body's
VIP
feeling it.
club
All right,
edition.
Rude Moon. Thank you for hanging out.
wanna
I
know a secret?
appreciate you.
Sure.
Found the turtleneck
I
in
hope
a
you sleep
secondhand shop.
well. Yeah, I learned that a few months
Scandalous.
ago.
Don't tell anyone.
Oh, you can be sure of that.
Huh. Now that was a curious sound.
Archibald. But can I look again? Archibald McMillan. Oh, isn't that what the still mill was? Alright, before I go in there, I'm just gonna finish looking in here first. Stan, why are you always in the fucking way? Alright. Let's see what we opened up by fingering that painting. Yeet 'em. Uh-huh-huh. Oh.
Well, hello.
It's like every room in the house.
Yeah, I'd say this goes a little beyond your typical security.
What do you mean?
I get the sense our host just has a lot of valuable property
and
and likes to be
temporal
keenly aware of
machinery.
everyone's comings and goings.
What? So I take it the atrium probably is the one that says no signal. It doesn't look like there's much of anything else. I don't know what's that in the corner. Oh, it's a cobweb. It's a cobweb.
Ah, yes. Let's check out the other floors. Good thinking.
Wait, hold on a second.
What?
Before all this goes any further, I need to know how both of you got your pieces of the film.
Well, it's no secret, really. After my mom died a few months ago, I found it when I was going through her stuff.
Maddie, what was your mom's name?
Both, or...
Was it Bonnie Rivera?
Yeah, How did you know that?
Jaime's sister!
You look just like her.
Did you know my mom?
A long time ago. A whole other lifetime. Her younger brother, Jaime, was one of my closest friends.
Uncle Jaime. I never met him.
I hadn't heard that Bonnie had passed.
Yeah, it was pretty sudden.
Wow. Maddie, it's quite sad.
Stan, shut the fuck up!
Very touching.
God damn it, Stan. You know how to ruin a fucking mood.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that. It's never easy to lose someone you love.
Thanks. Lucky for me, it wasn't my first rodeo.
Kill him first, yeah.
Bonnie. I wish I'd stayed in touch with her.
Weren't you wondering where both of our film strips came from?
Stan. Oh my god, Stan.
I don't suppose you'd like to enlighten me.
Of course.
And for the full Bard playthrough when the College Glamour update drops, right?
Well, I can't just tell you for free, can I? This kind of information is very valuable.
What's your
Why
price?
is he plucking his armpit?
You know what? I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
He's wearing a wire. Search him.
Cool statue. Missing a piece, though.
Maybe he killed someone for it? Maybe.
Wow. Powerful resemblance in Augustine's.
Whoa.
Quite a piece. Look at the metalwork.
It's beautiful.
The face of evil.
Sensationalist trash. Sam Green took down Frank Stone. I could write a better book than this.
The Face of Evil, the true story of Frank Stone, told by the man who stopped him, Sheriff Lloyd Cusick, which we know is not true. Lloyd Cusick, or whatever his name is, doesn't like the title hero. In fall '63, Cusick was the local sheriff of Cedar Hill, a sleepy Oregon steel town, just a regular blue-collar Joe doing his darndest to make life a little safer for the folks who put their trust in him. He's literally the one who didn't check the mill. But Cedar Hills was hiding a silent menace, a merciless monster preying on the unsuspecting citizens Cusick had sworn to protect. When the bodies started piling up, the only thing left was for an everyday hero to step up. This is the true account of how Cedar Hills' first and only serial killer was brought to justice, told firsthand by the man who dared look evil in the eye and pull the trigger. Well, the book's a lie, because the sheriff's not the one who stopped Frank Stone in Save the Baby. Oh, it was the other officer who is in the 80s became the sheriff. Oh, open. Oh, look at our pink watch. That fateful night, I had sent one of my deputies over to check in on things. Not my first choice. The Flatfoot was from out of state. See? And a little green for my liking, but all he had to do was hold the line and report back on anything suspicious. But when Tommy called, I knew this was it. Standing before the furnace, I thought I'd stepped into the fiery depths of hell itself, and there was Stone, standing on that platform like a twisted gargoyle, a tiny bundle of innocence held in his death grip. I'm not afraid to admit I was scared. I only had a moment to act before all was lost, so I drew my gun, took a deep breath, and made a silent prayer that my aim would strike true. Stone's corpse wasn't even cold before a whole bunch of out-of-towners descended on Cedar Hills, trying to grab their piece of the action. Lawyers, reporters, rubberneckers, you name it. More than a few weren't satisfied with what they found. They wanted to make a conspiracy out of it, said he must have had an accomplice to do what he did. Me, I don't buy it. Never have. That's because I know firsthand that he acted alone, saw it with my own eyes. So to all those who claim otherwise, I say this. One monster was enough for Cedar Hills. Literally, Augustine helped him. Nah, this has proper grammar and he had probably had somebody else write for him. Is it just the 2 pages? Yeah, it's just the 2 pages. Mm-hmm.
Looks like it opens with a key.
We need a key!
Yeah? And what would you do if it was you here instead of me? No way. You'd be climbing the walls looking for a way out.
Madison?
Not in a million
Who
years.
in the
no
fuck
way.
are you talking to?
You sure would get a kick out of this place. And then you'd probably kick me out of this place and keep it all to yourself.
Who are you talking to?
No, I wasn't.
I could hear you.
I was talking to my mom.
Bonnie.
I was in Berlin, at school, when I heard she was sick. But it was my midterms, and she said I should just come home when I finished. So I did. But by then it was too late. She died while I was over the Atlantic. It all happened so fast, it doesn't feel like she's
Maybe
gone.
she got a tattoo.
So I just kind of pretend like she isn't.
She was a good talker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was. Hey, look at this. This was just last summer. I know you said it had been a really long time, but can you tell me anything about her from when you knew her?
Gosh. Well, she was the most intimidating girl I've ever met.
No worries.
Even after I
Get
got
to
to know
bed,
her.
Bacon Lord Boy, if
She
you're
did
tired.
everything she wanted to do, and nobody could stop
You
her.
gotta take care of yourself.
And that sounds like Mom. Any good stories?
I'm gonna make them besties. But before I go, Jenny,
Yeah.
what's your latest PR?
Yeah, there is
No, you
something
said
I've
you
been
were
thinking
hitting me
about.
before.
I've never told anyone else. It was a long time ago. We were just kids making a movie. Jaime, Chris, and me. Everything's still so fuzzy about what happened, but there's one thing that always just stuck in my mind. Clear as a bell. That night, we were on our way home from picking up a new camera. We were driving past the Rivera's house. The garage door was wide open, full of light. And the craziest fucking sound you ever heard was just tearing out of there in every direction. And right in the middle of it all was Bonnie. I don't think I've ever seen anyone so completely in tune with themselves. The only thing that mattered was that moment. Nothing else. That was your mom.
Thank you.
Hey guys. Look.
What? I don't see anything.
Ah! There! Right there!
Oh my God, there's someone out there.
All right. Oh, is that because I looked at... I guess I get a special answer?
I have a feeling Augustine expected something like this might happen. She's got this place wired with enough cameras she could catch a mouse.
Good security probably means we're
Oh,
pretty
because
safe.
we looked at the cameras.
Right, so... Do you think we should
Oh, that
find
was not the right
Augustine, give her a
answer. I
heads
was
up?
trying to make them besties.
Even if you wanted to tell her, good luck finding her.
She said she was going to her private reliquary. That's a place for artifacts, right?
There's artifacts all over the place.
Right. So, if you were gonna have a private place for extra special, extra valuable artifacts, maybe you'd put them behind a door like that.
You've got a point.
Can't we just knock?
I doubt anything can get through that, including sound.
Which means it might be the safest place to be, whether Augustine's in there or not.
Okay.
Even more bestest friends. Oh. Jesus, 5. The Phantom of Cedar Steel Mill. Cedar Hills, 1980.
What's taking them so long? I thought we were gonna have a production meeting before we shoot. The van's already all loaded up.
I read an article that said girls don't like it when guys get all twisted up about their punctuality. They find it controlling.
What? Why did you need an article to tell you that?
I just thought you might find that information useful.
I'm not trying to control Chris. Just got a lot to do.
Uh-huh.
Let's be excited. I think I made him angry last time.
Time to get cooking.
Also, that explains so much. I found my people. Yes.
What?
Nothing. Just trying to keep a low profile. Bonnie snooping around.
All right. Is everybody ready to get this production meeting started? We got a big night ahead of us. Guys, I gotta tell you, my mind's going like 1,000,000 miles an hour right now. Did you know you can get like every newspaper article ever written at the library? It's insane. It's all right there.
No. Tell me more.
I've spent like all day looking up every single thing I could find about Frank Stone, the mill, the murders. We are sitting on a freaking gold mine here.
Sounds like a productive day.
I can't take all the credit. I had a little help from my assistant.
It was nothing.
Hey, modesty-free zone. I think I would have given up about 8 dozen times if this guy hadn't been there to cheer me on.
Just doing my job.
reminds me.
Ooh.
Now that you are an official member of the team, gotta wear the team jersey.
Wow. This is this is amazing. I'm honored.
You wanna wear the stripes, you gotta earn the rights.
I promise I'll be the best ancillary producer you've ever seen.
Production assistant.
Yeah, totally.
Feast your eyes.
Whoa. Wait, where's Sheriff Green?
Yeah, so Dad's never exactly been stoked about that.
But I thought he got the guy.
Yeah. And Sheriff Cushik took all the credit.
Cushik.
People around here knew what was up, but...
Let me see that.
This one's a 10-year retrospective. They go into all sorts of grisly details left out of the press the first time around.
And Dad got a little more credit, too.
This is big deal stuff. We're making our movie in the very same spot it went down. Can't beat that.
Subdued or uneasy. Stone's victims. Okay, I am going to talk about the... Is that Jessica from Until Dawn? She kind of gets that vibe a little bit, now that you see that.
Stone's victims were real people. This was a real person.
Yeah? So?
I don't know. It's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to look at their picture.
And this is suddenly now a problem for you?
It's not a problem. It's just a little weird.
You were just like super gung-ho when I got here. What gives, man?
Oh my god, Chris!
I just don't want to, like, exploit any of the victims or whatever.
We're not gonna exploit Stone's victims. I'm just trying to maximize the potential of our main location. That's how you make a good movie.
If I'm gonna sneak you back in there, you better make it good.
He gets it.
You're right. Just go along with it.
Yeah, you're right.
So you can get
We've only
laid.
got one shot at this.
Yeah. So let's not fuck it up.
Can we help?
Nah, Robert and I'll go through and see if there's any other good places in the mill to shoot. Then we'll head out.
Oh, so Tom Holt was the security guard guy.
Here, why don't you start with these?
So we're looking for Frank Stone references.
We're looking for anything referencing specific locations in the mill that could be associated with Frank Stone.
The mill's a pretty huge place.
That's why I'm sure there's gotta be something we haven't found yet.
Definitely possible.
We'll find it. Here, look at this. Mill projections dire for fall season.
It mentions Frank?
No, but it goes into the mindset of the workers. People were depressed. There were suicides.
At the mill?
Not at the mill, but like people who worked there or got laid off.
Damn.
This was a year or two before the murders started.
Does not sound like a fun place to spend a 12-hour shift.
There are a couple articles like this. The mill was in serious decline.
But if it doesn't mention Frank...
I don't know. It's all related. To him, to the way he was, or why he did what he did, or something.
That's your expert opinion?
It's just a hunch.
Yeah. I can remember it clear as a bell. Don't think I've ever experienced anything like that night. Before or since. And don't reckon I ever will again. Heck, I don't know if I would have even made it out alive if it weren't for Sam Green. Man's a hero. Damn shame that no-good sheriff's taking all the credit. Damn crying shame. He all but gave up on finding Stone at the mill. Sam Green, he knew better. He came right up and told me we had to search every nook and cranny of that place. And if we had waited just a second longer, well,
baby barbecue.
one less beautiful baby in the world. Or worse. Sam took Stone down just in the nick of time. Like something out of a movie.
Is that it?
Thanks to Mr. Holt, nobody questioned my dad's story.
Wow.
They were friends after that. My dad gave the eulogy when Mr. Holt passed.
Do you feel trapped? Are you living your life or merely surviving it? Does this universe satisfy you? Are you left seeking a deeper truth beyond this reality? By harnessing the deep knowledge within this book, gleaned by Guru Barnum from his studies of those tribes closest to enlightenment, you too can assimilate the wisdom of ancients' design and emerge from the cocoon of ignorance to soar on wings of cosmic bliss like a butterfly of enlightenment. Scientology exists in this game. It was through my own practices, learnt from my journeys through the American interior, that I successfully elevated my consciousness to the point I was able to visualize another Cedar Hills, one beyond the veil of our reality. This little town seems so very much like my own, yet so fascinatingly different in countless subtle ways. To give one example, the Calhoun family still owned the drugstore, but the manager behind the counter was none other than young George, the son who died so tragically some years ago. Here he was, in healthy middle age, a season of life I knew he had never reached. I drew two conclusions from my meditative voyage. Oh, you going bed? Okay, love you, bye. One, that every journey through life offers almost incalculable variation, and while we may each have only finite possibilities on our own journeys, there may be other journeys taken by mirror versions of ourselves that visit all destinations. Two, the different planes of reality are not... Wait, husband, we're members of an exclusive club? He's gone. Big and Lord Boy, he's gone. He left us. There are not so much separate rivers running in parallel as they are interconnected tributaries flowing to a single vast ocean of experience and possibility. To explore this idea further, we must consider some. We only get 2 pages. We gotta unlock the DLC. Still crazy to me, less than 30 people followed the— Yeah!
Sure no one was sad to see it go.
End of an era. Cedar Still Mill to permanently close. August 24th, 1967. The Cedar Still Mill, once the industrial heartbeat of our town, is to be permanently closed after over 40 years of almost continuous operation. Founded by Howard Kinsey Tester in 1921, the mill in its wartime heyday produced high-quality steel that was distributed across the nation. Mr. Tester's legacy was honored by his daughter Morgan in a statement given on Wednesday morning. Morgan Tester's statement suggested the family's decision to close the mill permanently had been taken out of respect for the memories of those murdered on its premises by former employee Stone. Not everyone is convinced by this justification, however.
Journalists sure can't get enough of Frank Stone.
Secrets of Killer Stone come to light. September 16th, 1963. As Cedar Hills tries to make sense of recent events, At the Cedar Still Mill, more disturbing details are starting to emerge about the man at the center of the scandal, 36-year-old machinist Frank Stone, who was shot dead by police during a violent altercation last Friday. Stone, who our own sheriff Q, I already forgot how to say his name, Cusick is linking with multiple unsolved disappearances over the last 3 years, has been described by those who knew him as a loner, creep, and oddball. Most shocking... Oh, also, I'm finally going to bed, with the knowledge that Ginny can definitely curl more than me. Good night, Bacon Lord Boy! Again, thank you for the raid and hanging out. I hope you sleep well.
Your love of the halfling's leaf has clearly slowed your mind.
Are you trying to say I'm high, Goose? I'm not. I haven't taken my gummy yet. Most shocking are the growing rumors that Stone was taken on by Cedar Still and its owners, the Tester family, despite a prior police record for violence.
I wonder if Linda's okay with all this Frank Stone stuff.
Jay, thank you for the lurk! Can I also get a shout out for Jay? Thank God, not the Resident Evil 4 clip. I feel random tonight, boo. I don't take my gummy until it's bedtime. Nope. Hi, May. Hospital called.
Mom's finally getting out.
Mom will be home Sunday. Domingo! Mama on Casa el Domingo. I don't know Spanish.
I didn't want to say anything, but I'm just not a fan of this.
Understandable.
I'm gonna be concerned.
Her whole obsession with Frank Stone and the murders just feels a little intense. Maybe it's because she's
like
not from
camping
Cedar Hills,
intense.
You know, those victims could have been any of us or our families.
But they weren't.
So you don't think it matters either?
I didn't say it didn't matter. I just meant it happened a long time ago. And Chris is excited because some of the locations could work really well.
Victims mean less when it's
like
happened a long time ago. That's what she just said.
What is all this?
I came up with a new scene to shoot.
That you wrote?
Yeah.
Does Chris?
I told Chris about it last night.
Oh, she was into it?
We'll shoot it if we have time.
Cool.
This furnace chamber location is perfect. But I wouldn't have known about it without Chris's research.
It's pretty rad.
I accidentally, the first time I played, I got him killed.
It's very supportive of you. Thanks, Robert. I mean,
so I'm gonna try and not get him killed this time.
The supportive one.
That was mean. You're mean.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh! Yes!
Huh?
What is...
It's a picture of Frank Stone?
Look at the date.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What?
This is from before the murders, before they realized it was Frank.
It's about mill operations, kind of a puff piece to drum up interest in new recruits. Hello, what is this?
Look at the caption.
Worker Frank Stone, machine shop.
Bullseye.
Machine shop, huh?
We've got to shoot there. That's it. That's the place.
It's perfect.
So, time to go?
Okay, people. Company move. Time to head on out and shoot the shit out of this thing. Let's go, let's go. Time is money. Let's make a movie.
Hi, Bonnie.
Now, what were you little ding-dongs
No.
Hello. Interesting.
Bonnie is hot. Wood nut. All right. It is. We are at 3.5 hours though, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up. And we are gonna pick this back up on Saturday. Probably Saturday, Sunday, depending on... I actually don't know how long this game is. I don't know how long the game is. But I'm gonna assume it's gonna take probably 3 days, 3 game sessions. So thank you all so much for being here and hanging out with me. Mo, you have a good night too. Let's run the credits. I will have my schedule out. I'm streaming Saturday, and then I'll have my new schedule for Sunday out Saturday. And yeah, I do have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. Ooh, excuse me. So I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Let's close Dixburg. All right. Ooh, okay. I know where I want to go. As always, thank you to my mods for doing shoutouts and keeping us safe. Mother Chaos and Bacon Lord Boy, thank you so much for your raids and thinking of me after your stream and sharing your community with me. And thank you, Mike the God and Bloody Zombie, for the follows. And thank you, oh my gosh, Brain, please, 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 Froggy, for gifting subs. Good night, Shadebringer! I hope to see you all back Saturday so we can learn more about this story. We're gonna raid Wonderlust, who is playing web fishing, which I'm really interested in. I've just heard there's been some security issues with the game, which is why I haven't played personally. So I'm not sure if that's been fixed. But let's check the game out and let's go send our love to Wonderlust, who plays tons of games. And he has tons of cool, like, what are they? Like redeemable things on his stream. So definitely a fun time. Again, I love and appreciate every single freaking one of you. And I will talk to you all later. Bye. Yes, Judy. Thank you for that, Goose. All right, I will talk to you all later. Bye. 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 Bye.